Everyone thought that technology would be the key to a more peaceful world, and that still may be true, but it's clear that many factors have gone unaccounted for in this hypothesis. The internet and social media present us with an opportunity for a broader, more democratic system because it gives everyone an equal voice. The problem is, now that everyone has a voice, there's constant fight for our attention. Voices have become radicalized because that's what grabs it. This is where we see the divide in our country, in our society, coming from. If we as aspiring policymakers want to make a difference in a world that is ever more reliant on technology, it is so important that we understand what is happening and how information is being weaponized. Last weekend at the Patterson Fall Conference, Lessons for the Next 60 Years, speakers spoke on a variety of topics. Many of these topics can be brought back to the topics addressed in Peter Pomerantsev's book. Keynote speaker Dave Hardin predicted that there will be a more chaotic world in the future. Disinformation campaigns certainly will contribute to this. Katie Putz mentioned that it's necessary to have a healthy journalistic ecosystem to inform voters and strengthen our democracy. Social media is definitely threatening the balance in that system because uninformed people are producing news. This book illustrates a growing problem that is linked with the rise of autocracy. It focuses on other regions of the world, but to think that the United States will not be vulnerable to this type of threat could be dangerous for the sovereignty of our nation. Dr. Goltz spoke about hubris last week. We cannot make the mistake of seeing this as a problem that only affects weaker, younger democracies. These tactics are employed by hostile governments deliberately to erode faith in democratic institutions of the West. Future leaders like us need to be aware of what we will face in the future and begin thinking about how we can fix it. This book deserves to be on the reading list because it helps inform students on the political landscape of countries that sometimes don't get much attention in Western media and academia. It also presents a relative problem to the United States in a global context, which reminds us that we're not the only ones facing this problem. Lastly, it has already developed a reputation for being brilliantly written and insightful about the entire state of global affairs.